family. From that day on, we grew close and closer to each other. I would visit him once in a while, sometimes with my wife, sometimes with my daughter, who's over there with her own baby, and sometimes with friends living around that place in the same block. I was living in I was living in Hackney then. Uncle and his wife, Auntie Lo, had always entertained me generously with drinks and good food on my visit. He knew we liked Guinness, myself and my friends. Apparently, Olabanji always had good supply of Guinness at home. So it was a pleasure being around him whenever I went there. Uncle Banji at my wedding in 1987. At my wedding in 1987, Uncle Banji was on the high table along with his good lady wife and Uncle Colin Father Yomi of blessed memory. He played a good part as the eldest member of our family in the UK. At the wedding, who's sitting next to Auntie Ido over there. When we had our first daughter, that is my wife, came to visit us in Hackney and gave presents to the baby, of which we were very grateful. My wife and I went to several locations. After that, it was very important to me. Uncle Banji at my 40th birthday party. When I celebrated my 40th birthday in 1994, Uncle Banji and his wife graced the occasion with several friends. He was indeed proud of me as much as I was of him. He gave me a wonderful present of money before leaving. Now this is the solemn part, my visit to Uncle Banji in the hospital. Old age is a wonderful thing because it comes with experience. But as we get older, so we got closer to the date of our Supreme Court, which nobody can escape. I visited Uncle Banji at King College Hospital about 4 days before receiving the call that he had passed on in his sleep. I felt sorry for him at the hospital, very sorry. So I said a short prayer for him before leaving. Uncle Banji died at the age of 90. If you recall, I said earlier on that the Esheku, Ondo people will understand exactly what I mean by Esheku. But for those who don't understand Ondo, not only those who don't speak Ondo, who don't understand Ondo, Esheku means he didn't die before his time. We thank God that he did not die prematurely. He died of old age. In summary, Uncle Banji was a kind and gentleman. He had departed from us, but his memory will remain with us for a long time, for all who knew him. Goodbye, Uncle Banji. Rest in peace. If you meet my mother in the great beyond, please give her my love. Thank you all for listening to me. My name is Bankole Colin Akinawo. Thank you again. I have 4 more tributes listed here. So the first person I will call is Olabanji, which should probably have been Oyabiji.
Hello everyone. Yes, my name is Olabanji, and Baba happens to be my uncle, which that was when I was growing up. We have this been away for a long time, you know. So I always thought that was my dad because they look so much alike. And growing up, so every time my dad always talked about him, you know, how he were before he left, everything like that. So after a while, I met him for the first time when he came to Nigeria after a very long time he'd been away. That was in 2007, 2008 thereabouts. So that was the first time I shared something with him. And all I can say about him is that he has got his free spirit, is very humble, kind-hearted, and he doesn't want to stress anyone during that time. And when I left Nigeria, when 2015, my dad passed. So my dad he was just 4. So uncle is the eldest, and my dad is the third, and we have a baby. So my dad was the first one that passed. So when I came in to this country, I just want to see him again. So I went and to see him. And every time I see him, he reminds me of my dad, and I just like see my dad again. So even the voice is resemblance. All I can say about him is that he's in a better place now. So there's not too much I can really say about him, but he's in a better place now. And he lived well, very well lived life. So my prayer goes to the family that the Lord is taking them at this time and will comfort them, will be with them. So yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Lekan and I met each other by accident. Because we are family members, but we never met until we had the first family meeting about Uncle Banji's funeral arrangement. So something good came out of it. You know, meeting family members. That's good. The third tribute, or the next tribute, is for Mrs. Janet Fadayomi, which is going to be read by her son, Ido Fadayomi.
So I'm reading this tribute on behalf of my mum, Janet Fadayomi. Uncle Banji and my husband have been friends since primary school in Ondo, Nigeria, and they grew up very close and maintained a great relationship throughout the years. When my husband realized that Uncle Banji was related to me, their friendship became even stronger. They spoke to one another every day about music, politics, Nigeria, and other current affairs. I remember one time when my husband was hospitalized, Uncle Banji was at the hospital every day to check on him. When my husband passed away in 2019, it was very difficult to tell him initially, although he became suspicious and started asking his wife, saying that he does not understand why his friend is no longer calling him. And when he called my home, I would tell him that Bankole was not around because I did not know how to break it to him. Whilst my husband and Uncle Banji had a very close relationship, I was also close to him, and we both shared a love for tennis, and he would often call me to remind me that Williams or Roger Federer were playing. We would speak quite a lot to him on the phone, and again he would always ask me, why is my Alvaro not phoning me? My dear uncle, you have run the race, and now you are reunited with your beloved friend again, to part no more. May your soul rest in peace. You are gone, but not forgotten.
Ido Fadayomi. I could say that I'm actually looking at the resemblance of Brother Kole Fadayomi when I saw you there. You look so much like your dad. The next tribute is from Ade Balogun. Ade Balogun here.
Hi, my name is Ade Balogun. Everyone keeps saying Uncle Banji, Uncle Banji, Uncle Banji, but I always knew him as Sue. Because when we were growing up, everyone was uncle and you had to show them respect. Unfortunately, even though people are saying he's gone, he's in a better place now. When I first got the call from Dingy to say that Uncle had passed, and I told my sister. She's like, what? So when I sent her the funeral notice, she was like, I didn't even know his name was Banji. And I was like, we've known him over, it must be going on 40 years, and none of us knew his first name. And then I recalled that the only person was his best friend at the time, Uncle Ben, Mr. Shudik. Unfortunately, he's one in a long line of the last elder generation that we know. All his friends have passed, and I can only recall 2 people from their social set that are still. He will be missed, and my condolences goes out to the family. So I'd just like to say my deepest sympathies. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Somebody who didn't know Uncle Banji by his first name. About 20 years ago, one Christmas, I couldn't visit Uncle Banji, so I called and left a message on his voicemail. And then later on, I think about a week later, we spoke, and he told me, you. He said, God, he knows me as Banji. Yeah. That was my own. That was the first time I knew that he wasn't actually called names. He had Christian name and all the rest, So, but it's wonderful to see somebody, who's more familiar with Mr. Johnson, because even when I was going to the hospital to visit him, I asked Tony, what name did you register him as in the hospital? And he said Frank Johnson. So that was the first time I heard that he was also called Frank. But anyway, it's all good. All this thing coming up now. The next tribute that I have on the list is from Abi Amosu. Is Abi Amosu here? Oh, good. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm another one that knew him by the name of Uncle Johnson, by the way. So, I'm here, and I'd like to say a few words on behalf of my family, the Amosu family. We have known the Johnsons for in excess of 50 years. I'd like to start by giving my condolences to Auntie Tunde. I know Tunde, you spent a lot of time visiting his final days. Ade, Denji, and Fadike, who's not here. The Bible says that there is no sorrow that heaven cannot heal. So I really want you to hold on to those words today. The Bible also says that to everything there is a season. I think that now in the season where we are losing many of our elders, those individuals